Welcome to Cackling in the Void.
I'm Kaylee,
I'm Ashley.
and let's see if the void echoes back today.
We're two best friends diving deeper into the void of Pride
Nothingness.
stories and Reddit stories. And
I know.
But the void of nothingness is for you today.
Yeah, welcome back. Welcome back. Honestly, Ashley and I have just been talking about like random things, but also just to jump back into it for our little Pride series. I think speaking of random things, let's go into our random cool facts about
We
being
got 10
gay
for you today.
Yes, we have some facts back from for you. Very similar to last week.
Would you like to start with number 11, Kaylee?
Yeah. Until the late 1400s. Are you okay? Did I say that weird? Did I say 1400s weird? Is that not what it said?
No, it's just the okay. Like you were like,
okay,
yes.
Let's do it. Jumping in. I was like, did I say that wrong?
You did. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, I was like, knowing me, yes, probably. Until the late 1400s, the word girl just meant a child of either sex. If you had to differentiate between them, male children were referred to as knife girls and female children were gay girls. First of all, yeah, I am a little gay girl.
I love that for you. So am I.
But also me, I'm like, could I be a knife girl too? Stab, 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 stab.
Is that knife or is it knave?
Dyslexia. Dyslexia has hit. You are correct. It is a knave girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, my brain auto-corrected that.
I did the same thing on the first read. I was like, oh, and then I looked and I'm like, knife? I was like, that's odd.
And I was like, wait, hold on. Pause for a second. That seemed weird. And I was like,
it did.
You are correct. You are correct that it was weird. It was weird, and the dyslexia strikes again.
But yeah. I think we could be both. Look at us.
Yeah. But honestly, I know I'm just like a gay girl. It's fine.
Look at us.
I know that I am.
And that's okay.
I know that I am, and I love it.
Exactly. So then the next one, the word drag is apparently oh god,
an acronym.
That's how you spell acronym? Wow, fuck. Okay. The word drag is apparently an acronym, a stage direction coined by Shakespeare in his contemporaries, meaning dressed resembling a girl.
I love that. That's actually really funny because it really is like it literally is the acronym.
It really is. Yeah, I was like I read it and I'm like, wow. And then I looked back and forth. I'm like, wow, I get it.
Yeah. Because it's actually dressed resembling a girl. That's what drag is. It's the acronym
Interesting.
of that.
Did you know that?
I did not know that, but I kind of love that. Also, I just want to say I love that so much because it is, yeah, of course, that is like what drag is like the resemblance of technically, like originally it is like, you know, dressing like a girl, but also like now like drag means so many different things, and like, you know, like there's drag queens, there's drag kings.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure there's other types of drag that I'm missing, but you know, obviously those are like the main ones that I know. But I kind of love that it's so like stage presence-y, like it's a very like I mean, like that's such a theater thing to do.
It really is, and it's like I like that all the way back from like Shakespeare. Yeah,
like
I was like, I love that
really
it's from Shakespeare.
It comes from Shakespeare, and it's just
and
like
I like
that
that's
little
the stage direction.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I love that.
yeah, it's like part of the thing where it's like they dress to resemble a girl, and so it's drag. I really love that. I did not know that, and that was fantastic.
I do love that.
The Virginia court in 1929 recorded the first gender ambiguity among American colonialists. Right? Is that what that said? Ambiguity?
Yes.
Fantastic. Me. Sorry, guys. I just wanted to... I was like, what? Sorry. I'm gonna restart that. The Virginia court in 1629 recorded the first gender ambiguity among the American colonists. A servant named Thomas Lean, and Lean is in brackets, Hall, was officially declared by the government to be both a man and a woman. To stop everybody else from being confused, Hall was ordered to wear articles of clothing of each sex every day.
I love that.
I was like, I kind of love that they were like, you know what, people might get confused, so like you need to wear both. Like you need to have like both clothes on.
Yes,
and
all
I'm
the
like,
time. I love
I'm
that
like,
for them.
So did they like wear a skirt and then wear a vest, or did they like wear pants and then wear like a corset? Like how did this work?
Yeah, right?
When they
both,
say
but it could be
clothing
both.
of both.
Like
Yeah.
they just swap. Like they do a corset sometimes with pants, they do a skirt with like a shirt, like
Got it. And then I was like, or very theatrical of me, like is it like a what, like one half male, one half female? Like,
I also
like when
thought
people
that where
do
it's like
those.
literally down the middle.
Yeah. And I was like very theatrical of me, but like
But it'd be so great.
But also I kind of love that, like, you know, things like this, like,
interesting to look back on. Like this is all the way back in the 1600s. You know, like it's interesting to look back and
I
like
wish,
see
like,
how
this
things
was
were
taught more in
approached.
school.
Yeah.
Like I feel like things like this should be like taught more, or like this should be like more common knowledge, I guess.
Yeah.
Like
I agree.
wish that more people had that.
Yeah.
In their
Well, look
lives.
we're teaching people now. Kind of. If you came here
I
for
don't
educational
know.
purposes, I don't know.
Don't. Yeah,
But
I was like, whoa, that's crazy. I don't know.
but they're learning something. I mean, we're learning things. Therefore,
I'm
we're
learning
teaching
things.
probably other people.
Yeah, I'm learning.
Our next fun fact is in early 17th century London, there's a gay brothel on site where Buckingham Palace today. Meet.
Wow.
I love that.
Interesting. Yeah. But I also, like, I mean, I'm not
I know where a
surprised
certain couple characters would be hanging out. Sorry, continue.
Yeah. I think that it's
I had to.
I think that it's interesting, like how many like brothels were like back in Europe. There was so many. Like they really
so many brothels.
You know.
They were such obviously more of like a thing.
Yes.
Back then. Than we see today.
Yeah.
Because
for sure.
Obviously.
Yes. Sorry.
Your turn.
No, I know. I'm just trying to.
Breathe.
Okay. Nicholas Bindle, an early explorer of America, found in 1806 among the Miniseries Native American tribe. If a boy shows symptoms of effeminacy or girlish inclinations, he is put among the girls, dressed in their ways, brought up with them, and sometimes married to men.
Wow.
That's so interesting.
I love that. Okay. Let me see. Where are we? I lost it. There we go. Okay. Uganda had a gay king who reigned from 1884 to 1888 and is widely reported to have affairs with his male servants.
Interesting.
I feel like that was a lot more common than people thought.
Yes. I'm not gonna lie, like, when history is taught, it's, you know, at least here in the US of A, we are taught from a very heteronormative standard. Yeah. So when we're talking about like kings and queens and things like this, we mostly talk about the heterosexual partners that they had, and even if they had affairs with servants, it's normally only focused on the heterosexual servant relationships. So,
Yes.
but I do think like this is quite common that it's just not put in our history books,
Yeah.
In the 19th century, the word gay referred to a woman who was a prostitute, and a gay man was a man who slept with a lot of women.
Huh. That's kind of funny. That's quite funny. Breathe. Breathe. How interesting. It's so interesting to me how words really change their meanings throughout like the years.
Yes, very much so, very much
like
so.
it's like it goes from this to now gay means happy in the 19th,
yes,
like in the 20th century.
Mm-hmm.
And then now, and then like then it kind of comes back around to like gay means homosexuality and stuff. So it's interesting how it really just changes.
Crazy.
Isn't that crazy? Okay. Homosexual men in 1900s London made up an entire slang language so they can communicate in public without fear of being arrested.
Mm-hmm.
Polary? Some words survived into today's slang, such as naff, meaning lacking style, TBH, standing for to be honest, or to be had, and
I don't know what that means.
I don't either, but it means to be to improve. It's TJUZ. How interesting to be honest.
So sorry. I've never in my life ever seen or heard of that last one.
I haven't either. It's okay.
Okay.
But how interesting that to be honest came from back then.
Yeah.
I would have never guessed that.
I would have never ever thought about that.
Huh.
Yeah, like that's kind of crazy, but
that's
also
wild. Once again, coming back to how like languages, I think slang itself is a very interesting subject.
Yes,
and
yes.
It's so because like there's slang even like between like even like 5 years difference, and like you have slang between your friends that that others don't have. So like there's so many different like there's cultural slang, group slang, friend slang. Like there's just so many different.
There's so many like different things, Carmilla, a story of lesbian vampires that a story of a lesbian vampire that preyed on young women was written 25 years before Dracula. And that is true. Yeah. She is actually the original vampire story. And the only reason why it didn't become popular is because she was a woman.
Yes. I agree.
And then like they rebranded it to be Dracula. As somebody who is like a really big horror buff, I really do love that. And honestly, if you guys have the opportunity to ever read Carmilla, read it. It is a good read. It's super short. It's very easy, super digestible. It is an amazing book, and if you ever do get a chance to read it, I highly recommend. It's really easy to read. I have read it before, but I mean, honestly, I could read it 1,000 times over.
Yeah, I was like, I haven't read it in a good hot second, but it's
but it is fantastic.
The U.S. has apparently already had a gay president, James Buchanan. He shacked up for 10 years with a future vice president, William Rufus King. Thank you. And was referred to by James Andrew Jackson as Miss Nancy or Aunt Fancy.
I didn't know that.
Interesting.
Good for them.
What if they hooked it?
I mean, he is a fancy man.
He is a fancy man. Also, how interesting with a future VP. Like he...
Yeah.
So it wasn't his VP. It was someone else's VP.
Yeah. But also I'm like, good for them.
Yeah. But that's our stories for today. Or not our stories.
That is our fun facts of the day. Thank you guys so much for joining us on those facts. I hope you guys did end up learning maybe something that you haven't learned before. And now we're going to jump into our Reddit stories.
Tales of Reddit. Tales of Reddit.
Our little void of Reddit.
Yeah. So this one is originally from... advice, so someone reached out on r/advice, trying to figure out what to do. And then it was posted to Best of Predator updates. So we know there's going to be at least one great update. So that's very exciting.
I love that.
Oh, God, same. So, the updates are so great. Anyway, I found a friend looking for gay sex on Grindr. He's publicly straight and engaged to a female mutual friend. What do I do?
Okay, well, number one, first of all, why are we calling it gay sex? It's just sex. That's like, I feel like that is like my number one comment about a lot of these things. I'm like, why are we referring to it as gay sex? It's just fucking
I do think
sex,
it's more
guys.
of like how he's publicly straight and engaged to somebody where he's now like looking for this.
First of all, like
and
the
kind of
fact
clarifying that if someone
but
didn't know
maybe,
Grindr, that's what it
they're
was.
Open. Maybe they're open.
You never know. So
I don't know. If they're
any
not
predictions
open
from the title alone.
Okay, just from the title alone, number one. I think he's gonna tell the fiance because
I feel like
need to.
Yeah.
Or no, or I mean,
mutual friends. They're friends.
Technically, yeah, because like the one who's like on Grindr is like their friend. So
like I found a friend looking for gay sex on Grindr. He's publicly straight and engaged to a female mutual friend. So he's friends with both of them.
Got it. But it kind of just with the way that he says it makes it seem like he's closer
more
to
friends with
the guy. So
yes,
I would say that I think that he's going to talk to his friend first because this is what I would do. What I would do is I would be like, hey, you need to tell them or you need to stop or like you need to tell me what the fuck's going on because it's not right. Because I do think that like I think they need to break up. I'm like, I think they need to break up, and I think that this friend needs to tell everybody.
And I think that this friend needs to go on his own self-discovery thing, like and kind of figure out what's going on.
Where, like, I understand like why it's so, it's like such an uncomfortable thing to be that third party that finds this information out and is like, I feel morally, if I find out like that one of my friends is like cheating on somebody, I would feel morally obligated to like number one confront them and talk to them about it, but then number two probably tell their partner. Like I don't think I could do it. I don't like. None of my friends. I'd be like, I'd be like, I just. Oh God!
No. I'd be like, oh my God! Also, did you hear? And I'd be like, I'm so sorry.
Also, like, I'm not.
But also,
I'm not the.
That's.
Yeah, I'm like, oh no.
And that's excluding,
guys.
like, if we're taking, like, morally, I'd want to tell them, like, but if we're kind of excluding morally, I still wouldn't. I'd be like, but I have this information and I need to tell people.
I could not.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just like one of those things where it's like I would just feel so icky about it.
Yeah, I would.
But yeah,
let's see what happens.
I think they should break up.
Yes, I agree.
My prediction is that they break up, and unfortunately, the friend that tells everybody is not friends with them.
No.
Neither of them, unfortunately.
Yeah. It's going to be hard. But, okay, so let's see what happens.
Yeah, okay.
The title says most of it. Oh, this was posted August 15th, 2024.
Oh, wow.
The title says, the title says most of it. I'm openly gay and single. No shame in being, shame in me being on Grindr through my public pics. Show only me from the neck down, and I share my face in DMs. I get flirty messages from a familiar faceless profile. He's seriously DTF right now. We agree to exchange faces. He sends his first. It's Leo, a friend I've known since elementary school. He's engaged to Lisa, a close friend of mine. They're getting married this October, and I've already RSVP'd to their wedding. I did not send my face back, and Leo is sending me frustrated and horny DMs about how our kinks are so aligned and I have a sexy body. I'm panicking. This is happening right now. What do I do? Oh my God. It's worse than I thought.
I'm so sorry.
Oh my God. It's worse than I thought. I don't know what I was expecting, but I thought he just saw it and they weren't.
Yeah, I thought he just like saw like his profile and then like he like, I don't know, like screenshotted his profile and then like, you know, didn't like swipe on them. But like, I know that Grindr is different because a lot of Grindr is not face pictures. Like people don't include their faces on like.
Which I think that's kind of nice, where it's like you kind of, you know, I don't know. I've never been on a dating app.
Half and half.
I think it depends. Half and half. Yeah.
I mean, I know like a lot of people. Here's the thing: is Grindr is like, you know, I don't want to like like stereotyping a platform, it is just for hookups, which is normally like why people like only have like body shots and things like that. And not their face. But like it's not like necessarily like a dating app. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like different. So it's like I understand like why people don't show their face on that right away.
Yeah.
You know? But also, I'm sorry. I am flabbergasted because like I'm flabbergasted.
I can't even imagine being in that situation. Oh my god. And it's like the frustrated and horny DMs. I'd be like, oh my god, I can't.
I just think that first of all, love that he did not send his face first, because we would not get this story if he did.
No.
But also, like, I don't know. Just keep reading. I don't know. I'm just like,
I'm going to read relevant comments first. We're going to wait. We're going to read relevant comments.
Okay.
So someone says, make sure it's him. People use strangers' photos to do their things, and it capture the conversations, then confront him. Make a FaceTime call and record it. If it's him with the proofs, you will be able to talk to your friend, and but without anything, she will not believe you. He responds, it's 100% him. The profile, the hobbies, etc. match exactly with what the Leo I know, and he sent me naked pictures of himself, not something found on social media. I screen capped everything.
I'm sorry. He sent you naked photos, like, with his face in it?
Oh.
Which, like, isn't bad. Like, first of all, I don't think that there's anything wrong, like, sending nudes.
If you're consenting adults, do what you want to do.
Yeah. I was like, I don't think that there's anything wrong, like, with sending nudes, like, with your face in it. But it's just the fact that, like, you didn't show him your face and he still sent you, like, a picture of...
Yeah. Oh, God. I know I'm, like, bright red right now, and that's okay. Someone else says, confront him. Ask if Leah is okay with him being on Grindr, and screenshot the conversation so he tries to make you out to be a creep. You have proof you weren't. I like that.
That's true. That's true.
And then,
that's really good advice.
Edit. So there's an edit.
Okay.
That was the same day. Without revealing my identity, I told Leo I know him in real life and asked if his fiance knows about his gay sex life. He blocked me without reply. I will tell Lisa and show her the screenshots and ask her to keep my involvement quiet, hoping there's no consequences come my way. Thanks for the help.
That's insane.
Oh, God. Okay, more relevant comments. So, like, because they're responding.
Yeah.
I'm trying to come to grips with the emotion here, but Lisa does need to know if Leo is really a lying cheater, but holy fuck, trying to think of how to go about it. I'd prefer not to expose myself if possible.
For sure.
So valid.
That's so valid, yeah.
Someone responded, you can make a shadow account and tell her, or do it proper. She needs a true friend during these times. Meet with her and tell her face to face with proof. And then OP responded, I think it seems best to tell her in person and show evidence. I'll ask her not to tell Leo or anyone else that I was the gay guy who found Leo on Tumblr. Or, sorry, Grindr.
Grindr. Damn.
I mean,
damn.
Also not wrong, but but he does not need to know that many gay guys. Sorry, but he doesn't know that many gay guys, so I'm really worried he'll deduce it's me. And even if Leah keeps my involvement secret, I was supposed to have a pleasant week off, but what the fuck happened? And then
I so get that.
And then also saying, like, responding, I'm more worried about being assaulted or some kind of vengeful retaliation that I am about being hated. Honestly, I think I'll tell Lisa in person and beg her to keep my involvement a secret.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, like, that honestly is such a valid fear, especially, like, from people that are, like, really DL. Just in terms of, like, no offense, but, like, I mean, gay men will even say this, that sometimes men are scary.
Yeah.
Like, I hate to say that in, like, such a way, but, like, this is such an understanding and valid feeling to be like, hey, I'm actually scared that there might be a bigger retaliation point than just me being kicked out of a friend group or me being yelled at.
Yeah.
I feel like, you know, like, that is such a big...
Yeah.
Like, that is such an understandable feeling, but I do think that OP is doing it the correct way, because I do think that she
Like
needs to be
having a
told in
friend
person.
yeah, I feel like
Yeah,
if
she needs to be told in person, and she needs to know, because I also think that
they're
she
engaged and
might,
getting married and it's August.
yeah, and I also feel like she might feel like, also, like, the other thing is like, I feel like if she isn't told in person by that person, like, with that proof, like, right away, she's gonna be like, oh, well, this random account just, like, made it up,
Yeah,
you know, and, like, really try to, like,
exactly.
not shatter her entire universe, because sometimes within the human experience, it is easier to ignore the red flags than to
Yeah.
acknowledge them, you know?
Yes, for sure. But update.
Ooh.
Ooh. What do you think? What do you think it is? Do you think he told her?
Yes, I think he told her. And I think the wedding is off.
Okay. I agree. That is also my prediction.
Yeah.
Okay. Update. Sorry if this is the wrong way to post an update. Things have been hard here. Oh no.
So valid.
So valid. Oh no. Lisa and I met for coffee. I showed her the
Mhm.
evidence of Leo on Grindr. She believed me all right. She cried. I tried to comfort her. She recoiled from me and started ramming into me. Apparently, I ruined her life. I led Leo astray. I am personally to
Mhm.
blame for her fiance cheating
Yep.
on her. I was
Mhm.
trying to be understanding of all of her emotions to comfort her anyway until the
Yeah.
homophobic slurs started coming. She was always an LGBTQ ally, so it was a huge shock. I left quickly after that, feeling like shit.
That's
Lisa clearly
awful.
told Leo that it was me who outed him and kept trying to call me. I refused his calls. Then his car parked across the street from my apartment for some time. Though he never got out of it. I'm in the dark, but it seems to me like Lisa and Leo are still together, and they close rank by designating me as the villain here somehow. So yeah,
That is awful.
that's awful.
That is honestly truly awful. And it's like it's really unfortunate, because there is that large fear that I did have, like, that, like,
I know. I was like,
apprehension, because, like,
yeah,
some people are just so, they don't want to believe that it like, it's much easier to blame a third party than it is
yeah,
to confront the actual problem.
yeah,
And that's what that is. And it's like, it's awful that had to happen. And it's awful that, like, it's awful that it happened in, like, such, like, a volatile way. But it's also at the same time, like, they're not
you
allies.
did what
Get
you
the fuck
could.
out of there. They're not
Yeah,
your friends. They, like, it's not worth it. You're not safe. You need to, like, prioritize you and your safety.
yeah.
Also, it's like, it's just, like, fucking scary. Like,
And it's
you know,
also like
and then
you
also,
did what
like,
you could.
yeah,
You told her. And it's
absolutely.
not, you
You
can't
did
control
the
what her
right
reaction
thing.
is. And it's,
Yes.
like, understandably, like, she's going to be upset. And it's, like, understanding
Yes.
that. But
Yes.
obviously, like, once the homophobic slurs and stuff like that, it's, like, it's being upset. And it's, like, oh, like, how, like, dare this happen?
Yeah.
Being upset
But
at the
it's also the
situation more than,
idea
like, really
of,
attacking somebody and,
yeah.
like,
Mhm.
that sense. And it's, like, oh, no, you're,
Yeah.
like, you led him astray. I'm like, well, okay.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah. But it's also like,
Yeah.
yeah, like, that whole concept is doesn't line up, because it's the idea of, your friend did not make a Grindr account for your fiance.
Yeah.
Your friend did not take those photos for his profile. Your friend did not write those bios. Your friend did not do that.
Mm-hmm.
Your friend is single and is exercising their right to be fucking single and to find a partner.
Yeah.
And they were also being a really good fucking friend. And I just think that it's one of those things where it's like, the OP is a good friend.
Yeah.
And they should stand in those morals and stand in those values. And I understand that it's fucking scary. But,
Yeah.
like, I think that they did the right thing, you know?
Yeah. I'm so sorry. Did you hear the mic do that, or was that just on my end?
I did not hear the mic do anything.
Okay, so if anybody, this really could have, just been like how it processed, and it's going to be different in post, but I need everybody to know, like, you said one word, and it sounded like one of those, like, woo things. And I was like, what the fuck?
Ooh.
So, whatever that was, I also heard something
Okay.
crack, and if this light falls on me, I'm going to cry. It'll be funny.
I will laugh so hard. I'm not
Anyway,
gonna lie, I will laugh so hard. If your light fell on you, I would laugh so hard.
because it's not small either.
No, but I mean, it's just, yeah, I would laugh so hard.
Yeah.
That's it.
Anyway,
That's
but
all
no,
have
I
to
agree
say.
with everything you said. It's
Yeah.
really such a hard, like, they did what they could.
Yeah.
It's such a hard
No,
situation.
yeah, they did. They did everything that they could, and they did it the right way. And
And it
number
is,
one,
like, looking at it from her standpoint, like, kind of like a psychological standpoint, it is a very natural reaction to get mad and, like, be upset and, like, try to find a target, but she's choosing the wrong target to be upset at, you know? And but
Yeah.
like, it's harder to look like you have your relationship. It's harder to look into that and be like, oh, this thing is, like, fractured versus, oh, this, and also kind of like getting into that thing where, like, our society does, like, value romantic relationships so much higher, so it's easier to cut off a friend, which, I mean,
but
you're
this is
living with your
also-
partner and stuff, and you're engaged, and it's, like, a big thing, and so it's, in this case, it is easier to, like, blame the friend, cut off the friend. It's not his fault, it's your fault. So it's, looking at it from that standpoint, it's just
yeah.
really
But we
shitty
also have to,
situation.
like, unfortunately, like, I do want to bring this up because I do think that this is, like, a really big relevant thing. We also have to look up at the psychological aspects of how women put value within their relationships with men.
Yeah.
And how there are some women who only find value in themselves when they are in a relationship, and that they fight so hard to keep that shitty relationship going because they unfortunately either have a fear of abandonment or don't know how to break those toxic patterns and behaviors. And this is a very common thing within that I see within women because I'm surrounded by mostly women. And so when I say that, I understand, like, this is not just like a woman's problem, but I can speak on that point because we're women.
Yes. And we're, like you said, we're kind of more
but it's also like
women. The
idea of this is where we see women centering men. It's very interesting when you talk to, like, a woman centered, like a man centered woman, and then a woman centering herself is very different. So, like, that mentality of, like, relationship dynamic is very, very different. And you can tell that, unfortunately, she is a woman that has centered men probably her whole life.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that she needs to work on for herself, because she needs to realize that this is not a good thing.
I agree.
Any
Some relevant
predictions?
comments to that part.
I have relevant comments. Okay.
Yeah. Like, top comments. This happens. People in relationships can turn on outsiders and scapegoat them, especially when they bring bad news about the relationship. I'm so sorry. You still did the right thing.
Yes, I agree.
And someone said, yep, usually a relationship destined for doom that drags on and on is terribly messy. At least you have receipts in case they try to tell any mutual friends you did something wrong.
Yeah.
And then
obviously you're not fucking going to that wedding. Or you could show up and be really fucking messy.
Do it. And then someone says, wait, you could cheat on your girl with men, blame the one dude you didn't fuck, and then your girl supports you and turns homophobic in the process? Literally. And then someone else did say, right? And someone else did say, like, I hope Lisa's happy with her soon-to-be one-sided open marriage. And, like, use condoms and, like, you know.
Yeah.
And so that was on the best of Reddit updates. But if I look at the profile, there is one more update. And I'm very excited because I want to know what happens. This was posted 100 days ago.
Oh my God. So soon. Like, recent. Very recent.
So the last one was updated August of 2024. This is now 100 days ago. So whatever 100 days ago was.
They were in, like, 2025.
What beginning was of 100 days ago?
Like January of 2025.
No, it was March 15th. It was this year, March 15th.
This year?
Yeah.
But if it was posted in 2024.
This one, no, the update was 100 days ago.
Oh, okay.
So this was posted in March. Yes.
Oh my gosh. I mean, that's so exciting. Any predictions? Any predictions of, like, what you think is, like, happening at the end?
I think they got married.
Oh, okay.
I do.
Okay.
I think they got married.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think they're happy.
Okay.
And I hope OP is safe.
Got it. I don't think that they got married, and I think that they both got STDs.
Okay. Okay. So let's see what happens.
Obviously not OP getting an STD, but the couple. I think
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
couple got it.
Yes, for sure.
That's what I think.
So update number 2.
Oh, and I think that OP is in a loving relationship and is living their best life with friends that support them, love them, and are not fucking homophobic.
This is what we need. Okay,
That's
so
what
this
I
is
think.
update number 2. Hi. Don't know if anyone don't know if anyone cares, but I do. Updating situation. I posted on this old post 2 years ago, and I said, "Thank God, we care."
I fucking care.
I care. Lisa and Leo got married. I was uninvited, but I wouldn't have attended the wedding regardless. I did not tell anyone else what I found out about Leo, besides the friends who got pulled into it by Leo and Lisa when I had to justify myself.
Oh my God.
There was never other threat of violence from Leo, but I heard from his friends that he basically gave them an ultimatum. It's OP or me. Our friend group splintered over this incident, with the majority siding with me. I lost a couple friends, but I think Lisa and Leo lost most their social circles.
So valid.
They live together now. I moved to a different city, so I barely even get news about them anymore. I think that they might be trying for a kid. I'm not sure about that.
Crazy.
My Grindr account has been banned.
Marriage.
What?
Your Grindr account been banned? Why? Why? Immediately, why?
I think it's because Leo reported me for outing him or something. I appealed, and the account was reactivated 3 months ago. I decided to use the roaming function and move the Grindr GPS onto Leo's apartment building today, and hilariously, I found his profile there. Still active and DTF. Lisa knows he uses Grindr, so I was surprised that he apparently had not curbed that habit of her husband's. I wish them both well, but I cannot help but wonder how long they can keep this up. I'm glad they're doing good. I'm glad they have supportive friends.
Number one,
I'm glad
OP,
they're okay.
yeah.
I'm glad OP is okay.
But also, like, I'm so glad that most, like, yes, there are going to be shitty people in every friend group that are going to side with the shitty people. Yeah. But I'm really glad that most of their friend group was like, this is fucked up. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, and like, yeah, I also agree. Because, like, that's, like, one thing is, like, I think that it's hard, like, to give people ultimatums of, like, who should you be friends with? Like, who are you siding with? And I'm like, there's not a side. You guys just fucked up, and you guys need to, like, deal with that, you know?
Yeah. And I also love when there's updates, like, a year and a half, 2 years later. And I'm like,
I want to know. Like, we should comment and be like, I'm sorry, if you ever find out that they have a baby or, like, get divorced, you need to tell us. Like,
immediately, we need to keep an
invested.
Update.
I need to know. Yes. Because number one, we all know that baby is not going to fix that marriage.
I'm so for sorry. Sure not.
Babies don't do that. And I know that a lot of people think, like, babies are, like, this, like, miracle thing that's going to, like, fulfill them and fix their relationship. And, like,
but it's also,
really,
they think
like,
that about, like, fixing their mental health and stuff. And I'm like,
yes,
no.
Yeah. And it's like like, when I have a baby, I'm going to be, like, magically cured. And it's like, that's not how that works.
No,
like,
it is not.
That's just, like, not, like, that's, like, I will never understand that mentality. And it's like I know that it sounds weird when it's coming from us because we have such a different perspective about, like, child rearing and babies and things like that. But I also, half of me is like, I feel like it's more valid coming from our side because we've actually fucking thought about it.
That's true.
We've actually fucking thought about shit.
Yeah, literally. For sure. But also, you know, I need to know if they get divorced. I think they will eventually. Also, wild that his profile's still down to fuck.
Yeah, but, like,
it makes sense. Not shocked, but yeah. And it's also, like it's interesting. I wonder if he had it down at all and, like, just secretly started putting it back up. So then it was like, or does Lisa just not care?
Wedding?
Yeah.
I don't think he ever took it down.
I don't think he ever took it down.
Here's
I think
the thing,
he
is,
slowed down, but I don't think he took it down. And I think then, like, now, like, oh, it's been, like, a year. It's been a year and a half. Like, I can actually, like,
maybe he. Because I don't know how, like, Grindr works in terms of, like, location, like, having it on. I was like, maybe he waited until, like, that dude moved away to, like, use it more.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess no. I don't. Maybe he didn't, because if you block somebody on there, like, they can't see
I think it really was just
Right?
he waited for like everything to calm down and then he just continued. I don't think he ever took it down.
Yeah.
I think he just waited for things to
Yeah,
calm
just
down.
like
And
wasn't active for a bit and then like reactivated the account.
yeah,
That's crazy though.
that is wild. Well, I love that we got an update a year later.
Yeah, so that's amazing. I love that.
Yeah. But I know the next story we're covering is one that has been covered on many a things, but it lives
Yeah.
in my brain and I literally cannot walk in grass now without thinking of this story, and so we need to cover it
Yeah.
at least once.
I will admit this is one of the Reddit stories that lives rent free in my head. I
All the
have
time.
many opinions about this story, and so does Ashley.
So many.
But this is coming from Best of Redditor updates, but then also got reposted on Am I the Devil?
So this is coming
but-
from Am I the Asshole in Relationship? Like, Am I the
Yes.
Asshole Relationships?
But specifically, I was like, yeah, but specifically coming from
Yeah.
Am I the Asshole Relationships? And this is a throwaway account. So
Yes.
am I the asshole for breaking up with my girlfriend over a 4-leaf clover? Ashley, any opinions
Immediately.
before we start? Just off the bat.
Imagine like a friend coming up to you and saying that. I would be like, I am so sorry. I need
Well-
way more context.
Yeah, seriously. Throwaway because my now ex knows of my main account. Some background. I, female, 21, and my now ex girlfriend,
I forgot how young
female,
they were.
22.
I forgot
Yeah,
how
they're-
like young they were.
I mean,
I know I'm that age, but like
I was like,
I don't know. I was like, why do I feel like they were like in their later 20s? That's how I imagine them. So I was just like, oh, you're younger than I thought.
Have been together for 2 years. And last spring, we decided to go on a 4-leaf clover hunt date. I didn't find any, but I have found 3-leaf. But I found 3.
She didn't
But I
find
found
any.
3 of them. She didn't.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're
I
good.
didn't find anybody. I didn't find any, but I found 3 of them. Ever since I was young, I've had special luck with finding them. I have a collection of them, actually. I find them without even looking. M, my ex, well, a male, my ex.
No, M. I think she's just abbreviating the name. M,
Oh.
my ex.
Got it. I was like, is that male? What, I was like, are we talking about a
I
different
think
guy
that's
now?
I like her not saying her name.
Yeah, got it. M, my ex, has also been searching for 4-leaf clover since she was young. That's so cute.
I love that.
She has never found one ever.
I do think it's
so
cute that they
naturally-
both did it, so now they're doing it together.
Yeah, I think that's so cute. But so naturally, I brag about it. It's always been like a fun, playful thing between us. I'm just luckier than her, I guess.
Immediately. So naturally, I
Anyway.
brag about it. It's
Yeah.
like I'm a very
They're, like-
poking fun person, but there's a very big difference between like actually bragging and being like, "Look, I found one," and then like, "Here, let me help you find one." You know, like I feel like there's a difference.
Yeah.
And it depends on your
definitely agree with
relationship.
that. Yeah, but I mean, 2 years.
2 years. So playful fun. It's
Um,
always been a little playful thing between us. So if it is actually
Yeah.
playful fun, please continue.
Yeah. Anyway, to yesterday, the problem. We went on our 4-leaf.
I'm so sorry.
I love how you're
The
like
problem.
the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, the problem. We went on our 4-leaf clover date. Within the first 10 minutes, she found her first 4-leaf clover. We cheered and I took a picture of her with it. I'm happy for her, but I'm also upset because I wanted to have been the one who found the first one. That's my thing. That's so selfish. I'm so sorry. I couldn't finish the sentence because I just immediately was like, that's so selfish.
It's just so okay, no,
yeah.
I can keep my thoughts inside my brain for a bit.
But like the line of, because I wanted to have been the first,
Yeah.
because I wanted to be the one who found it first. That's my thing.
It's like, can't you just be happy for her? Like, you found it first for 2 years. Like, it's okay. You can
Yeah, but also
not
like
be the first
she's
one.
never
Because
found
you wouldn't
one
have been
and she's
happy if it was
looking
the
one
second
for,
one.
like a kid. Yeah. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, sorry. Um, we kept looking for another 10 minutes, and I found one. So I hate life a little less. Valid.
So it's immediately like you're hating so much that you didn't. Anyway, continue. Sorry.
Yeah. So I hate life a little less. I found another. She cheers for me, and we move on. Look at different clover patches. This is where everything goes to actual hell for me. I hear her yell excitedly, and I think she found another one. I tell her cool and move on. She runs up to me and shows me a fucking 6-leaf clover. I just stare at her. I grab it out of her hand. What the fuck? How does somebody who has never found a 4-leaf clover find a 6-leaf clover? The odds are literally insane. I look at it closely to make sure she's not either lying just to get me, or that she's not just stupid and it's actually just a 2-leaf clover stuck together or something. But no, it's actually a 6-leaf clover. I'm so pissed. Why does she get to find a 6-leaf clover? Hello? Who finds a 6-leaf clover?
Oh my God.
So anyway, I tell her that's insane. I'm taking it. She gets sad and says, nuh-uh. She found it. It's hers.
Valid.
She starts arguing with me about who deserves the clover. I tell her I do because I'm a veteran clover hunter and I deserve this to be in my collection. She goes on about it being sentimental or something. She does some of that stupid manipulation tactic where she starts fucking crying to make me feel bad. It's bullshit, honestly.
God.
I tell her to suck it up. I'm keeping the clover. She huffs and wanders off to the car in tears. However, she's being ridiculous.
Oh my God.
I took my time and look around for and find more. I took my time to look around some more and find 2 or more clovers. I got bored and I decided to leave and to see if she's going to be done pouting. She sat in the fucking back seat with her arms crossed. I tell her to stop being dramatic and get in the front seat. She fucking snaps. She starts screaming, calling me all sorts of nasty names. She says that I'm manipulative, controlling, and all kinds of other bullshit. I have never in my entire fucking life been called any of those words. I am not sure where she got this from. I just look at her while she screamed and hit the back of my seat. She finished screaming like an idiot, and I let a few minutes of silence go by. She asked me if I was going to say anything. I shrug at her because, like, what does she want from me? She told me to go fuck myself and to take her home. I shrug again and pull out with her in the back seat. Do you have anything to say before I continue reading?
Oh my God. I mean, it's so valid that the girlfriend kind of, because it's clear that this is not the first case that this girlfriend has done something. It's clear that this is not the first time. Like, this is a lot, like, you wouldn't have this reaction over a 6-leaf clover.
Oh, for
This
sure.
is clearly very built up and very,
Yeah.
A lot of emotions from other situations. Please continue.
She lives a decent drive from the park where we went clover picking. So the car ride was tense and awkward. She just randomly sniffled and started to get on my nerves, but I didn't say anything because I didn't want to hear her bitch anymore. About 15 minutes into our ride, I decide I couldn't have this anymore. This isn't the first time that this happened. She is so selfish and never lets me have anything to myself and never listens to my side of things. She always does this type of crying shit, and then she says she wants me to be nicer to her, which I am. I don't know. So anyway, we're like 15 minutes into the car ride and I speak up and I tell her, I think we need to break up. She lets out a noise like a scoff at me, and I did not like that, so I decide to give it to her. I told her how I think she should have given me the Clover because it was the right thing to do. She is incredibly selfish for not wanting to give it up and make me happy. She stays silent until we get to her house. As she is getting out of the car, she told me that I'm the biggest asshole and that I am the biggest asshole that she has ever encountered and that she can't believe that she let herself love me, blah, blah, blah. I'm not an asshole. I don't think I am. I told my friend about this and she thinks that we're both assholes. So I don't know. I need more opinions. And then there is a picture. It says like click a link of like the
Here,
Clover.
I got you. Here's the Clover.
Wow. Yeah. It is. It is fully a 6-leaf clover.
Yeah.
That's actually crazy.
I can't let this Reddit story.
I do think that like the friend that she asked is correct. I think they're both assholes in a way, but
I feel like the girlfriend, obviously we're getting like from this side and stuff, but even like writing all of this out and not realizing. But like it's also, I do think they're both assholes, but I feel like the girlfriend, at least from what we've heard, is an asshole because she was driven to be an asshole. Like she got
I feel like
to the point where she needed to defend herself. She needed to like get this out, and it's like it came out that way because it's been so much. You know what I mean? It's like it's just. I feel like they're both assholes. She was
just like really triggered.
Like I feel like it's kind of the situation where like this person is an asshole in general. Like just in life, you're an asshole and being a rude like bitch. Where like she was just an asshole in this situation.
Yes. It's also like, I mean, it's hard to say, like, you know, obviously they were in a relationship for 2 years and this doesn't seem like it's the first time. And also like,
and they also say like, oh, where was it? Never in my life. And like calling me nasty names, saying like I'm manipulative, controlling. Like you wouldn't say that from one instance.
Yeah. But it's also like the idea of like, sorry,
go ahead.
I think that it's hard because you can tell that like they don't have great communication.
Yeah.
Within their arguments because you can tell that just like by the way that they speak to each other that they're doing this from a very unregulated standpoint.
Oh, for sure. And
like they're both very, very triggered.
Yes.
I also think that it's really hard because the thing that I hate, like how OP describes things is like like she starts crying and just tells me that I need to be nicer to her. And I'm like, well, what are you doing that like makes her think that you're mean to her? Like, like she's not getting that out of nowhere. And if she says that you're mean to her like a lot, that means that you're mean to her a lot.
Yeah. And it's also like, yes, I'm not saying it can't be like, yes, crying can be a manipulative tactic. Yes. But from how this is being described, it just sounds like she's really upset and like flustered.
Yeah, but I also think that like crying is sometimes just your body's way of releasing energy because it's overwhelmed, overstimulated, and it doesn't know what else to do. Yes. And so
like I know that like when I get mad, I cry. Like I'm a very like when I'm upset, like I feel like I cry. I don't often yell. Like I've never been like a big explosive like I'm gonna yell at people type person. I just start crying, and I'm like,
not anymore. Fine. Like I think like for me, I used to like yell and cry, but like now I just kind of just start crying and breathe a lot
Yes,
and
it's a
say
lot
I
of
need
breathing and a lot of
space.
crying. And it's like also like their age, like I am 22, right? It's like I am in this age range. And I'm like, this is why I don't hang out with people my age.
But no, that's
But not
crazy.
everybody's like this.
Yeah, it's like one of those things where it's like it's very clear that they haven't found their people yet because
Yes.
they haven't found like a large sense of self without a
Yeah.
partner. And
Yes,
this is where we
exactly.
like come back kind of into like that idea of, you know, what like we do. But then also everybody values friendship differently. And
Exactly.
so like and
And it's
clearly like, you know, OP has friends that will be like, "Hey, like you guys were both kind of assholes in this situation." Like, you know.
and I do love that they have a
Um
friend that will call them out on that.
yes.
Like both
Yes,
of them, like,
yes,
hey,
yes.
like you were also like an asshole. Like, do you not see
Yeah.
what you're doing? So it's like I do
Yeah.
wonder how like the whole 2 years was because like were there nice moments? And like obviously they were probably
Oh,
were. They were
I
together for
mean,
two
yeah, of
years.
course there
100%
was,
there
but
were. But I'm curious of like just like that look of
yeah,
like you
how
know what I
much
mean?
of it was
Yeah.
that? But then it's also like the how much like because it kind of seems like the ex-girlfriend of OP like felt very disrespected through the whole relationship. And like
Mm-hmm.
when you stay in a relationship like that, it's just like nobody's gonna be happy.
Yeah.
And like I'm glad that they broke up. I mean, I
Yeah.
think and personally I do think that she's an asshole for doing it over 4-leaf clover because I think that um I also think like this entire story just shows how selfish OP is. It's like how
Yeah.
incredibly selfish OP is.
One of the comments on this, they commented because I was kind of like just skimming through theirs. They commented, "Why the
Who
fuck does
commented?
OP commented on their
I
own
love that.
post?
Love
Why the
it.
fuck does everyone think I'm a man?" And then someone
Oh
responded
my
to
god.
that saying,
Actually, you know what?
because,
Yeah.
yeah, no, literally. And someone responded to that saying, because majority of women in healthy relationships aren't this irrational or ignorant. And then OP responded saying, sounds sexist to me.
That's insane. That's crazy. Yeah, I was
Because
gonna
you're
say,
emotionally stunted like a man.
yeah, relevant, like, you know, just like comments like
Yeah.
you need to do some personal work, like maybe with a therapist to figure out why your identity is so shattered and tied up with this Clover thing. I also
Yeah.
kind of agree with that.
Yeah, like why is like I understand like having a thing like and it is your thing. I understand me. How to Train
Yeah,
Your
for
Dragon
sure.
was so big. I completely
Yeah,
understand, but it's I still like you still have your sense of self without this thing. It just kind of like helps some things. You know something like why are you so like why does it irregulate you so much
yeah,
when
yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
don't get a clover first or like why is this such a big thing to you?
Exactly. And it's like like they even say like bottom line, you are the asshole. You took her Clover. She discovered the Clover. She found it. It's hers. Give it back to her. Um
Yeah.
I can't believe how she behaved because I don't trust your interpretation or your description of it. You
Mhm.
describe her with a fair bit of contempt. Not cool.
Yeah.
That I kind of agree with. Somebody else commented underneath that. Like another Redditor commented, not OP, but they said on the bright side that 6-leaf clover is truly lucky that truly lucky, and now she is blessed with the luck of getting rid of her worst mistake of her life and dating this loser. They're like, yeah, you know what? The 6-leaf clover is lucky. She's so lucky that they broke up and like didn't have to be together.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Love this one. I think like this one says stay single for a while, a few years, maybe even a decade. Figure out your personality disorder that you have. Go to therapy, focus on learning self-management, focus on your clover, like don't focus on your clover collection for now. Maybe clovers don't get and then or maybe you could focus on it more because clovers don't get hurt like people do. Yeah,
Oh. Yeah.
that's so valid. Me, I was like, that's so valid. So now
Yeah.
getting back into the update, unless there's anything else that you have to say.
No. No.
Do you
I
think?
was just
Okay,
kind
I
of
guess
looking through some
who
of
do you
like the
think is?
comments
Yeah, I
that
was like, who do
she
you
like
think is?
replied to.
Oh, okay, yeah. Read
And
those.
like
Ashley's gonna
someone
read
said,
those.
oh yeah, okay, here I got you. I'm pulling it back up, but it's interesting because it's like at one of them she's like, oh, but I did like her because oh here it is. Someone says, where'd it go? Dang it, I lost it. Where'd it go? Hello, I just had it. This is awful. Anyway, so like someone was like, "Hey, like you sound like you don't like your girlfriend. Like it's hers. She found it. Give
Yeah.
it back." And she was like, "I did like her though. She was my girlfriend."
Yeah, but it didn't seem like you actually liked her. And I feel
Yeah.
like this is like one of the biggest things that I feel like a concept that a lot of people don't understand is for me, I truly believe that there is a difference between liking somebody and being infatuated, or liking
Yes.
somebody and then liking the idea of them.
Yes.
And I feel like that is something that happens a lot, is like we, create this like pristine picture of this person that we like, and we love the idea of them. We love the concept of them, and we fall in love with that idea
Yeah.
and that concept. And it's almost like you don't actually truly like that person because you don't know them. And I feel like that to me is something that happens a lot. But I feel like definitely happened here because I like, even though she was like, yeah, I liked her. She was my girlfriend. Like, of course I liked her. But it's like
Yeah.
did you? Because the way that you treated her didn't seem like you liked her.
Exactly. And so like I'll read this last one that because they respond to twice. And so
Ooh,
someone says
I love that.
on the OP. So someone says, honestly, you guys sound like children. When it comes down to the nitty gritty, would you rather have a Clover by your side in times of need or her? You're the asshole, sorry. And then so OP says, I get what you're saying, but it's not that serious. She should have just given me the Clover and I'd have both. Someone responds, or you should have acted your age and not your shoe size. She found it, not you. Shouldn't you have let her keep it to make her happy? Your word gatekeeping over Clover is just that. It's fucking weird. And then they responded, correcting their grammar with a happy face. Like, they put the wrong your.
Yeah.
And then the person goes, oh, does that make you feel better? You're obviously attempting to put people down is how you feel about yourself when you're in the wrong. You're still one of the worst people on Reddit this week.
Damn. Did she reply to that?
No.
Because I was like,
sadly.
Oh man. It's like, damn, if this thread keeps going, I'm like, this is the whole story right now.
Right now. Yeah. But it's also but also it is like your weird gatekeeping over the Clovers. Like that's what it is. And it's just weird.
Yeah. Like I do, like I will admit, I think like the people are like, hey, like maybe you should go to therapy about this fucking Clover thing.
Yeah, literally.
I think they're right, because it's like it's very clear like she's holding on to this Clover thing as some sort of coping mechanism to deal with something.
For something, yeah. And so like someone
like,
also
this is
says,
not normal.
Yeah, and like so someone did say like, you're the asshole, not because you got angry with the Clover, but because you expected your significant other to accommodate for you, but you weren't willing to do the same. You endlessly dismissed her reaction towards your selfishness. You willingly downplayed her emotions to make you feel good about yourself. And to make things worse, in fine detail that proves you're the asshole, is your reply to the comments. It's not that serious. I'd have both. Yeah. You're definitely the asshole, and you're even more the asshole for not seeing how you're the asshole. Edit, this is not shot. This is no shot at you, nor to make you feel less than. I strongly suggest you seek professional help before you re-enter the dating world. You will single-handedly be the reason someone self-delete.
Damn. The last part of that comment got a little crazy.
Yeah, I was like, but, okay. I kept reading.
I was like, okay, damn. The last part of that comment got a little crazy. I think that, yes, she just needs to go to therapy.
Yeah, like, go to therapy.
Like, not date.
But it also is like, it is, I agree, it's like how she's responding in the comments and how, like, it is the comments, and it's not that big a deal, but it is a big, like, look what's happening. You literally.
Clearly it was a big deal.
Yeah.
Clearly it was so big you wanted to break up with your fucking girlfriend, so clearly it was a big deal.
Yeah.
Because if it wasn't a big deal, you guys wouldn't have broken up.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
So, yeah.
I don't know. I do think that she's an asshole, and I think that she's incredibly selfish, and I think that, like, she needs to go to therapy. And
yes,
like
terribly bad. And I do agree, like, it's like, what are you using this as a coping mechanism for? Like, what happened? I don't even need to know what happened, but you need to discover what happened so you can work on yourself.
You need to fucking figure this out. Update.
Woohoo!
I gave the 6-leaf clover back.
Wow, I love how it's like, still, once again, it's not that serious, but that's like the main, it's like, I gave it back and it's fine. Like, that's still the main thing. It's not oh, like, we're still broken up. Oh, I talked to her. That was the first thing out of her mouth.
Yeah.
Wild behavior. Please continue.
It's been a few days and a lot has happened. I've read all of the comments and I appreciate the genuine feedback I've been given. And I realize that I am, in fact, the asshole.
Self-awareness, somewhat. We love that.
I think a few of you went too far, and I had to actually DM, and I actually had a few people DM me with that's crazy. Sorry. With how hateful and harsh you were in your efforts to make me see that I am the asshole. But those of you who called me out on my problematic behavior and recommended I look into therapy are very much appreciated.
We should stop there. That's all you needed. Go look into therapy.
Yeah.
You know, like I do love how okay, look at her having self-awareness. I'm the asshole. Yes. I appreciate the actual genuine feedback about my problematic behavior and you guys recommending I go into therapy.
Yeah.
End it there.
I personally have a complicated relationship with therapy and mental health, so I think I would not. Sorry,
You blanked as you were reading it.
Yeah, I just had it's fine. So I think I won't be getting therapy. I'll just try to be more self-aware about my actions going forward. I'll try to be more I'll try to be more of my actions going forward. I did tell my ex that she should maybe look into therapy.
Oh god.
She didn't take it too well, but I hope she changes her mind. She is the type I'm so sorry that I'm pausing so much. It's just I think I'm getting slightly triggered about how she's saying this.
To read it.
No, I'm just gonna read it again, and I'm just gonna keep going. And I'm very sorry.
You got this. You're good.
I did tell my ex that she should look into therapy, and she did not take it well. But I hope she changes her mind. She is the type of person to believe in that stuff, and maybe it'll help her more than it would me. Anyway, yeah, I gave the clover back. It was hard, not gonna lie. Part of me wanted to keep it and never look back. But someone said I'd always look at my collection and know that the 6-leaf clover wasn't mine, and they're right. So I want my own 6-leaf clover, not the one my ex found. Also, for people who said they hoped I'd never fucking find a 4-leaf clover ever again, fuck you. I found one yesterday. So specifically this paragraph that says, I have a very complicated relationship with therapy
I just
and
want
mental
to
health.
break down that
so
one
going
sentence.
to therapy, I'll probably not be getting therapy. But I told my ex that she should go to therapy because I think that she'd be dumb enough to believe in that. I'm sorry.
No, for sure. But I want to break down before we get into the second half of that paragraph.
Yeah.
The sentence, the first half, I have a complicated relationship with therapy and mental health. It sounds like something did happen and she had been to therapy before.
Yes.
And it didn't go well. Something happened, or and now she has this mindset where it's no, I am in the right, with the Clover thing, that sentence and everything like that, something had happened. She started using Clovers as a coping mechanism because therapy, for some reason, and I'm not saying therapy helps everybody. Sometimes there are people therapy is an amazing tool, and I do think everybody should go to therapy, but when you go to therapy, you need to be prepared to accept some things of yourself that can be very difficult, and being very open with yourself and being hey, maybe I wasn't the wrong here and I shouldn't have done that. And that can be really, really hard to do because
I
you
agree.
are your own, in like putting it in this way, since we do cover a
Mm-hmm.
lot of media, you are your own protagonist. And even if like you're having
Yeah.
a hard time, you're gonna vote for yourself and you're gonna put yourself in the right because that's what you do. And
Yes.
so it's kind of taking the step back and going, oh, maybe I was in the wrong with that and I shouldn't have done that. And so like
Yeah.
having the ability to do that and be okay with being that open, not only with just yourself, but also another person is asking you these questions. So it's like
Mm-hmm.
being open in that sense can be really, really hard. And if you're not ready for that and you're still really struggling through that, therapy's not going to do anything for you.
Yeah. I also think that I feel like there are specific types of therapies that work better for other people.
Yes. And there isn't like, not like you
And
said, like there's different types. Like there's
like,
group
yeah,
therapy, there's the one-on-one therapy that is kind of like the
yeah,
most known, and there's
there is,
DBT, there's tons of
yeah,
different types of therapy that if one doesn't work for you, maybe another one will. You never know.
yeah. And I do feel like, you know, with that is so, it's number one, I think it's like really hard. Number one, I'm not going to lie. I think that it is hard to find the right therapist. I think
Yes.
that it is hard to find the right type of therapy that works for you. I think that it's hard to find resources as well to like even get there. So I understand how hard this is and what like that process is like, but I do think that like once you find one that like really works for you, I think that that's fantastic and like you should, you know, try it out. And also like, you know, I truly do believe that like talk therapy for me is not that beneficial.
Yeah.
I know that I prefer like DBT or CBT and like other like things like that just because I know that that helps me more than talk therapy does, and I feel like a lot of people just when they think of therapy, they only think of that specific type of a therapy that is offered. And yes, it is the most um accessible type of
Yeah.
therapy that there is out there. It's the most accessible, it's the most affordable, it's like the most convenient. But I also think that if it's not working for you and you are really struggling with your mental health, I think, you know, that's when you should ask that therapist if there's
Yeah.
other types of
I'd say
therapy that
have the
they would
conversation
recommend.
with your therapist
Yes.
because they do know these things and
Yeah, yeah.
they want you to help, like they want to help you and they want to
Yeah.
help you succeed. And so like if you're like, hey, I really
Hmm.
want to try DBT or something, they
Yeah.
will be
But then
like,
also it's like the I have done this before where I have openly asked therapists if me just personally being like, "Hey, from a like a clinical standpoint and like from like your professional standpoint, do you think we're a good fit?"
yeah,
Because I don't know. And I openly say that because I don't know. Do you think that we're a good fit and do you think that you can actually help me with this?
yeah,
Because if the answer is no, then let's call it, you know? And
yeah.
there are some like therapists that have actually answered me very honestly and we're like, I don't think I'm equipped to handle this and I think that you should move on. And I'm like,
I love when,
amazing. Thank you so
yeah,
much for your fucking honesty because because we both don't want to.
like why wasting time and money if this isn't going to get us
Yes,
anywhere type of thing.
exactly.
Yeah.
But then it's also like the idea of like they are there to help. And I do think
Hmm.
that both of them need to go to therapy because I think that the idea of emotional regulation and boundaries need to be taught within both of them.
But also
But
the
I
way
do
she
think
approached it and said like, oh, I told her
awful.
to go to therapy because she's the type of person to believe in that.
Yeah. And I also think like
Dumb.
that it's like one of those things that like really discredits a lot of like mental health services
Yeah.
is like when you have that type of mindset. But I think it sounds like really unfortunate. But like I think the ex-girlfriend is going to go to therapy and is going to get better and is going to have better healthy relationships and is going to be much further along within
Yes.
their life and not get nearly as stuck as OP is going to get
Yeah.
because OP does not want to acknowledge what is happening within her own life.
Yes. I agree.
I also agree with everybody else. She really should just not date right now and figure some
Hmm.
shit out and or just like marry her Clover collection.
Also,
Um
I want to see this entire Clover collection. If she's been doing this for years,
well
think
she's
how many
only
she has.
yeah, but it's like one of those things where it's like she's like, "Oh, I've only found like 4 really good ones." And I'm like, "So you only had 4 in your collection or?"
I can see like a wall in my head
Yeah,
with
like that's what I'm
jars,
picturing too.
like
But I'm
jars,
also
and
like,
them like hung up. I'm like, I want to see
yeah.
your collection.
But I also like have to question something because it's like the idea of somebody was like, oh, like you should get the clover back because every single time you look at it, you're going to know that you were not the one that found it. And that you're going to be reminded of like this relationship and like that you guys broke up over this clover. And it's not going to feel great, you know?
But it's also so interesting
but
because you were about to say, I think, what I was going to say. Go ahead.
No, but I was like, but that's the only reason why she gave it back. Not because she really wanted to give it back.
But because
she didn't really
and
want
also,
to give it back.
Looking at it and how it was like worded, like, oh, it'll be like it'll remind you of this relationship and like why you broke up and things like that. But how she worded it was like, no, it'll be reminded that I didn't find it.
Yes.
That I wasn't the one that found it. So it was once again more of this Clover of like, I didn't find it, therefore this is awful. So it wasn't even the relationship. It's nothing she did wrong. It was nothing about what the girlfriend supposedly did wrong. It was, no, I didn't find that Clover. Therefore, it'll feel fake. And I'm like, okay, so why are we caring more about this Clover than like your relationship? Again, you need to go to therapy and figure out why you are so dependent. That's the word.
Oh, for
Clovers.
sure. Yeah. But I also just think that like, once again, the emotional regulation and everything. Yeah. But I do think, yes, I think both of them are an asshole in a way. But I also agree with those commenters about like, I don't know if I believe that that's how that like the argument went because you describe your girlfriend with so much contempt that it's hard for us not to have that biased opinion, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I agree.
Yeah.
But we had to cover this one because this one just lives in my head. It
really does because like I think about it all of the time because I truly believe like I think that this is a crazy thing to break up over.
It really is. But once again, it clearly was not just for her. It was the Clover, but for the other girlfriend, it was much more.
For her ex, there was so much more than this Clover, but for her, the fact of the matter is like the reality of this is for her, it was about the Clover, which is crazy to me.
How dare she find the first Clover?
Yeah,
and then
she was already upset that she found the first one,
and it was her first one she ever found.
Yeah, like I'm sorry. But, like, she ruined that relationship over these Clovers.
2 hours.
Because here's the thing is, like, this could have been so special for you guys. Like, your girlfriend finds the first Clover that she's ever found in her entire life, and she has been looking for since she was a kid.
Yeah. That could have been like so special.
Yeah, like this moment could be
and she was so happy.
Special. And she was so happy and she was so excited. And you, like, we're happy and you were excited, but you still downplayed it.
Yeah.
And you weren't nearly as happy. And you got upset because you weren't the first one. And it once again, it goes into, like, that idea of, like, you sound like a child pouting. You sound like you're having issues and, like, you're a child pouting. And, like,
yeah,
this is weird that you're pouting like this, you know?
Yeah. I agree.
And I just like, yeah, it's just like one of those things where it's like, that's just fucking weird. But also at the same time, I'm like, when I just, I could never, no. The answer is no. I would never break up with somebody over a fucking Clover. That's crazy.
Wild behavior. But I will say the girlfriend broke up with her.
Yeah,
but they would have broken up.
Technically, OP broke up with the girlfriend.
Really?
Technically, OP. Well, yeah, because they were driving in the car, and she was like, and I just couldn't handle it anymore. So I just said, I think we should break up, and she scoffs at me.
Hold on. Oh, here we go. Sorry, I'm like going back. Oh no, I lost it.
No, you're fine.
Oh yeah, so I tell her I think we need to break up.
Yeah.
And
so
she
OP
scoffs.
technically,
she broke up over the flower or the Clover.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna lie, like I would also be fucking scoffing.
Yeah,
but also at the same time, I like half of me is like, who knows if her ex actually already broke up with her. And she just didn't even realize it because she wasn't actually fucking listening to her.
Yeah.
And that's why she fucking scoffs.
No, for sure.
Because
and it's also just so interesting because it's like She opened this like she's so selfish and never lets me have anything to myself and never listens to my side of things. And it's just
Yeah.
so interesting.
It's like one of those things where it's like if you don't feel heard in a relationship, then you should not be in that relationship.
Yeah.
If you don't feel heard, seen, or valued in that relationship, you should not be in that relationship.
Yeah.
It's like, and here's the thing is like when I say that, I understand that some of these aspects, that all of these aspects can coexist, but all of these aspects are not activated all at once, all at the same time, all at 110%. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's like you could feel one more than the other. You can, like things like that. Like it's all like a little bit like relative in terms of like where people are at themselves.
Yeah.
But like these are like the main core things that you should be looking for in a relationship,
Yeah.
I also just feel like, once again, I feel like the ex broke up with her as she was calling her an asshole.
Yeah.
Because like, not going to lie, if somebody was like, I think we should break up after I basically already broke up with them, I would also scoff.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Actually, not gonna lie, I don't think I would actually scoff. I would scoff, but then I'd start laughing in their face, and I think that they would get really upset about it.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things where it's like it's really bad because I laugh a lot in like not great situations.
Because I feel like it's just you get so awkward and you're like, what do I do?
Like there are some times where it's like I get so angry and so frustrated, I actually have to start laughing or I'm gonna start crying. And
Coping
it's like
skills.
one of those things where it's like I have been told like from like partners that they don't like it when I cry, that they think that like they just like they don't like it. And I've been told by like people that like
I hate that. I
like
don't like
in
hearing
relationships that. Like I understand where the ex-girlfriend is coming from, being like, I can't help that I'm crying. It's not manipulation. I'm just getting so overwhelmed because you're actually not fucking listening to me and I'm frustrated. And the fact that OP is just like so invalidating of that. And it's like okay, well, maybe we should get to the root of that. And it's like I have been with people who are like, no, stop crying. Like,
I want to,
like crying, like you cry too much. It's unnecessary. Like you're not like helping the situation and all this kind of stuff. And it's like all about my behavior, which is why like now, and then when I started transferring over to the laughing, people thought I was so fucking rude. Like not gonna lie, the amount of times that like, I have like laughed in an argument with people and they get so offended, but I'm like, I don't care at this point because I think that what you're saying is actually so ridiculously hilarious. It is insane. Because if you could hear yourself, you'd be laughing too. And I'm like, that is the line that I love to say. I was like, if you could hear yourself, you would be laughing too.
That's a great line. Snaps.
Even though like, I mean, everybody always is like, why? Like, like it does make me seem like an asshole. But half of me is like, I don't know what else to do. My body is just doing it.
Yeah, it's a lot of those
I'm
involuntary
either crying
responses.
or laughing, and there's no in between. I'm so
exactly.
sorry. Yeah, but it's also like the idea of they're young, so they have a lot of time to figure out what they want, and like, hey, if they're in college, like go to
and this
like
was a year
they're
ago.
in college or they're like working and stuff.
22,
like,
23 now.
Yeah, like move on with your lives. Like trust me, you'll find people that are more your people. And then it's also like the idea of like looking at the age that they started dating at. Like one of them was like 19.
Mm-hmm.
Like they were 19 and 20 when they started dating.
Yeah.
And so it's like you guys like fresh out of high school, like just like in college, if you went to college, like chill, go to a fucking party, do some drugs, you'll feel fine.
I love that.
Sorry.
Good job.
Don't do drugs unless you want to do drugs. And if the answer is a maybe, then the answer is no. If your answer is maybe, that means that the answer is no.
I agree.
Only ever do it when you're absolutely positive and that you say yes right away.
Yes.
If there's any hesitation, the answer is no.
Yep. I agree. And only do it with safe people.
Me. Don't do drugs, but do drugs, but safely.
I love that. But what a wild story. We had to cover it. I literally, because I have trails near my house, and I'll go on trails and there's clovers everywhere, and every single time I'm like, what if I found a 7-leaf clover? And it's just like, OP, look.
Oh my gosh. I'm not gonna lie, I was like, if somebody found a 7-leaf clover and then posted a picture of it on the Reddit story, I would laugh so hard.
I'd be like,
I would laugh
look,
so hard.
my now
If
life
people,
goal is to find a 7-leaf clover
yeah,
just for
if
that.
people just started posting clovers that they found on, like, in the comments of this page just
That'd
to
be
spam
so
this
funny.
woman. Like, I know that it's a throwaway account, but like,
I'm guessing they still check
actually, you know what?
everyone's well.
Somebody probably found her main account by now.
I know.
There's no way that they haven't. I'm like,
Yeah.
somebody dropped the main account so that we can all spam her account with pictures of clovers.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but it is like one of those things where it's like,
Also, imagine being the like ex and seeing this story be posted and seeing how they're thinking about you.
I mean, me,
Like,
I'd
you
be
know
like,
already, but I feel like it's like one of those things like you know already, you
Yeah.
see it, and then it's just like it would be another like, oh my god. But it's still like I feel like it'd be like
Yeah.
wow, like seeing it written out, seeing how their mind is thinking
yeah,
would be a bit brutal.
kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But it's also like one of those things where it's like Ashley said this earlier, that you are the protagonist of your own story.
Mm-hmm.
Always. But you have to think about it. You, regardless of your actions and regardless of how good of a person you are, you will always be the villain in somebody else's story. Somebody will do that to you, and that is like a fact of life.
Yeah.
That you will always be a villain in somebody else's story, especially like within relationships. Within relationships and within breakups, they're so nuanced that it's really hard for a lot of people to separate and differentiate and recognize things that, number one, like Ashley said, that they did wrong in that relationship, and that it's not all their partner's fault, and that relationships go two ways, that there are two people participating, and there is a possibility that we could have both fucked up, that we could have both been not participating in this relationship to the best of our abilities, and or not participating in this relationship in a way that benefits us or our partner. And I think like that is something that a lot of people don't think about, because like there are like some, like for me, for instance, because I've dated, and I can say this because Ashley's never really dated. Ashley's just fucking engaged. Because like, Ashley doesn't really Ashley doesn't fucking count because she's engaged. But like for me, there are exes that like I am still in contact with, that we are still friends, that it's chill because we know what happened. There are exes that I know for a fact that will never reach out because I hope that they are so ashamed of what they fucking did that they would hate to see my fucking face, because they know what they did. They should feel guilt. They should feel shame. And honestly, I don't really care that I said that. I hope a rock hits your windshield every 6 months so badly that you have to replace it. I hope your Wi-Fi is shitty, and I hope that everything goes to fucking hell.
And you hit every single red light everywhere you're going.
Yeah. Honestly, the rock against the windshield is like my number one thing. I hope that you get a rock in your windshield every 6 months to the point where you have to replace your windshield every 6 months.
That would suck ass.
I know it does. And I really hope they're experiencing that. And I hope that your Wi-Fi is so shitty that you can't do anything that you want on your Wi-Fi.
Yeah. Oh, we've experienced that. Awful.
Mm-hmm.
Tech
Awful.
issues,
So
0
bad.
out of 10. Yeah.
The worst.
They're so bad.
Literally the worst. But yeah, the windshield thing is a big
that's
thing
a good
for
one.
me.
That's a good one.
I have some other like crazy psycho ones, but I'm like, yeah, no, the windshield one is the best.
Because I feel like it's the
I
minor
do think
inconveniences that I'm like,
Yeah. Listen, I'm not saying that you should like do anything bad or like, you know,
it's
like
just minor
yourself or
inconveniences.
anything like that. I'm just saying, I hope that your life has the most minor inconveniences ever.
Yeah.
Like, once again, the rock on the windshield, the worst. You know, like little things. Like I'm not like the Wi-Fi going out. Like that's not hurting anybody.
No,
it's just
hurts
hurting
your
you.
sanity.
Yeah, I was like, you know, just like small little sanity breaks. But also, I really hope that the guilt eats you alive.
Yeah,
I really do, and that you discover that you are the exact person that you swore to me that you were not.
Go off, Kaylee.
And that's the thing that I think is the most funny part about it. But I was like, but there's also like one of those things where it's like, unfortunately, I feel like OP's ex is gonna say all of that shit about OP.
Absolutely.
Because it's like one of those things where it's like but also like, here's the thing is like, to that person, they're not a villain in my story. They're actually a villain in their own story, and they should actually they should think about that. Because
the
like
Clovers are
personally,
the villain.
Yeah, I was like, you know, like technically like they're a villain in their own story. Like
Yeah.
they made that situation happen. They like, you know, crossed that line. They like let that situation get so big that, you know, it couldn't be talked about or handled in like a
Yeah.
proper way. And it's like these types of things is like where you have to look at like, did I do wrong in this situation, you know?
Yeah.
And so it's like the idea of being, yes, number one, being in a relationship is hard. Dealing with exes is hard. All of that is hard. But there's ways to like grow and change and to think about yourself and other people in different ways and aspects that will help you improve your life later on. And I
Yes.
hope that they both do that
I agree.
for themselves, because I feel like they're going to struggle if they
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah.
You know?
I agree. So I hope they both get the help they need and that they're doing better.
Yeah.
And that
I also hope that
the ex finds all of the 4-leaf clovers. Like,
yeah.
they probably ruined that for them.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not gonna lie, I don't think
I
that
hope
ex is
that
ever going
they found
to
something else that brings them just as much joy,
Yeah.
if not more.
I feel like that ex is gonna burn that Clover.
Absolutely.
I would. I'm not gonna lie, I would. I totally would.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You know?
Yeah. Imagine being like, here's your Clover back. And that's why you went back. Oh my God.
I
would laugh in their face. I'd be like, this is what you're coming
Yes.
here for?
immediately
I would be like, this is it. Not because
Yeah.
you feel sorry, not because you want me to feel sorry, not because of these things. You just want to give the Clover back so you can go find one. Really. I would laugh in their face.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, not gonna lie, like, I don't think, like, yeah, I would laugh. Like, there's no, because there's no other reaction that could that you could do.
I would like.
It's just objectively funny.
It really is. Yeah.
And like there was like a lot of parts about like the story that I felt like, honestly, like part of it like seemed like a sitcom. Like we were
Yes.
watching like a scene from a sitcom, like about like, you know, like I don't know, like that teenager who's like, I'm trying to find love, but like I can't, and like I just don't
Yes.
know, and like she like goes back home like to like her dad or like her parent, like whoever's like at home, and she's like, man, I just don't know, like, and she walks in the door and she like sits on the thing, and then like, there's a laugh track that says, or like there's like a oh, or it's like something like there's like a laugh track or like some sort of like tracks like going behind the story right now,
or the
yeah. It's like the and then she found one, and then it's the oh, like, you know, like I just feel like there's like this sounded like an actual sitcom.
It did.
Like,
it did.
I honestly think if I was the ex-girlfriend, I would just be like, how am I going to describe this to my friends?
I know. It's like, how do I, like, 10 years from now, be like,
this
what
is
a
actually
wild...
real.
Yeah.
And this actually happened, but like, I don't know how to describe this to other people because this sounds crazy. This sounds like a literal sitcom.
Literally.
It feels like somebody should do like a full like sketch of this. Like somebody should like act
fantastic.
this out. Somebody should like write a script about this.
So great.
Because I think it would be really fucking funny.
It'd be so funny.
Um,
I agree.
Yeah.
And hire Kaylee to be the actor.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'll be OP. I think I could be that mean.
Okay. I could cry. I could be I could be like, look, I found a Clover.
You dumb bitch, it's mine.
Oh.
Give it to me. I need it.
It's a Clover. Oh God. But thank you guys so much for joining. Let us know what you think of these two stories. Both of them were wild, and really the first one we've been actually sitting on for a little bit. It was not what I expected. I don't know what I expected, but it was not what I expected, and I was like, holy
crazy
shit. And then obviously the Clover story, fantastic. 10 out of 10, 2 out of 10. Perfect.
Yeah. I love that the first story we got an update that
Oh my God.
like
it was not in Redditor updates.
Recent.
Yeah. Because the Redditor
was like
update
not
one
part of
was
the
like
Redditor update.
part of the first part. Then the second update was its own thing, and I was like,
the
oh
fact
my
that there
God.
was another update, I was like,
I love when that happens.
Love that so much. But thank you guys so much once again for tuning in, listening. Make sure to like, follow, subscribe, hit all of the buttons. Don't forget, we do have a Buy Me a Coffee link if you guys would like to support us in any way, as well as we have another button in Buzzsprout as well if you guys would like to do it there. But thank you guys so much for coming and joining us on our little void of nothingness. And the last thing that we have to say to you is,
Give me the clover. What did the void say to you?